how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, the first point I want to say is the real title of the summit is the real title, right? It's Microfinance and FinTech Risk and Compliance Summit. You understand? And because this is the first ever, before we, as a reputable body by God's grace, before we can say this is the first, we have to do our research. And we researched and we found out that it has never been done anywhere globally to the glory of God. That's why we tagged it first, Microfinance and FinTech Risk and Compliance Summit. This is a sector specific, right? A sector specific summit on risk and compliance issues. Normally, when people are talking about risk management, people try to generalize it. Oh, okay, risk seminar, risk whatever, you understand. But we look at it. Risk has its peculiarities. You understand? The way, right, we manage risk in the normal commercial banking sector. You understand? Let me tell you, it's even different from the way we manage risk in the microfinance sector. These are the things that people don't understand. When people, retired bankers, you understand, they get microfinance license. They are being used to lending big. I was in commercial banking for over 3 decades, and I understand what I'm talking about. We were used to lending big. In those days, my boss, I remember my boss, he would tell me that, oh, Yinka, don't be giving me barbing salon money. You understand? Right. He believed that there are some lending that is not barbing salon. You understand? But he will prefer, the bank will prefer people that are coming up with what we call big ticket transactions. And that's the thing. So an average banker, an average commercial banker understood this thing from the big ticket transaction. When such a person is now given a microfinance license, that orientation of a commercial bank is what many of them imported to the microfinance sector. And that was why many of the microfinance, failed. And people will be wondering, these things were run by bankers. These organizations were run by bankers, right? So why? A person that is tested and trusted, you understand? But the thing is that he doesn't know that risks and risk management in the commercial banking sector has its own peculiarities. Different. There are some that are very kind of close and related and the same. But the one that people neglect so much are the ones that are different. You understand? Right? This is microfinance, and they have their own peculiarities. And those peculiarities, if you don't follow it, if you don't know what to do, it can be a problem. And again, look at the fintech part of it. People are coming in, fintech. You understand? It's a kind of fintech evolution. But people are not thinking about the risk management part of it. Oh, I got a fintech license like this and that. Even some people don't want to go for any license at all. They are saying that, I just want to do this fintech something because I know I can generate money, I can raise money from anywhere, and I can to lend, I can do this and that and whatever. But people don't take, they don't pay kind of attention to the most critical part, which is the risks and the compliance issues. So as a person, as an organization that I represent, to the glory of God, I feel so happy. My president, Mrs. Sylvia Taiwo Ige, feels so elated about this opportunity that we, to the glory of God, Association of Enterprise Management Professionals, we are the first professional body, you understand, that will say we want to organize the first risk and compliance summit that is sector specific to microfinance and fintech. Honestly, it's a wonderful achievement to the glory of God. Thank you very much. And you can even see the number, the level of participation. Okay, let's just take it from there. Thank you very much.
How would you describe the impact this will have on the microfinance industry, following the fact that a lot of them has gone underground, and of course they fell into all those things that have been discussed today.
Yeah.
How do you see the impact going forward after this summit?
Yes, I mean, it's they will say that the journey of 1,000 miles starts from a step. This step is significant. You understand? Because by the special grace of God, I'm declaring here today on behalf of the council, right, led by our president, Mrs. Silva Taiwo Ige, that this is going to be an annual event. You understand? This is the first one. By the special grace of God, it's not going to be last. Every year, by the special grace of God, we are going to have risk and compliance summit that is sector specific. You understand? So this microfinance, and I can tell you that now we are looking into other sectors too. What we want to do is to ensure that, okay, this is the risk for this particular sector, right? Why are we generalizing it? Let's face it. And I'm happy that the participants, they are getting knowledge, and all of them are saying, wow, you understand, this thing is even too late. Why can't we? If we had organized it 10 years ago, many microfinance banks would not have failed. Do you understand? But we thank God, right? It's not how long, how far, whatever, but what are the achievements? Now that the eyes of everybody has been opened, and we are also encouraged, you understand, of course, it's a kind of a continuous issue, and the impact will surely be felt. People that have come, some of them are MDs, you understand, they don't want to lose their investment. Right, I mean, okay, so some of them, they just come in like that. Some of them are chief risk officers, company secretaries, they are there. They manage one risk or the other. And they have been talking about the impact. Look at this question and answer session, look at the level of participation, look at the kind of experienced people that have been talking to them. I can tell you that the impact, will be definitely felt. And the industry, the nation, the regulators, you understand, and the participants, the operators, would be better, for this kind of thing. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much.
My name is Sam Okenye,
Your presentation was,
and I'm the Chief Cybersecurity Consultant for BOFEM Consulting Limited. Yeah.
your presentation was decisive.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit of your personal experiences that gave you such decisive exposition.
Yeah, the fact is that I have my career, I've worked in multiple financial institutions, and the last financial institution where I also worked, I was the Chief Information Security Officer responsible for cybersecurity and digital banking risk management, for the financial institution, a global financial institution, before I left for consulting, and I've done extensive work when it comes to cybersecurity risk assessment and also helping organizations to drive cybersecurity strategy, And also I know the fact that organizations today, especially financial institutions, the risk that they are confronted with is quite high when it comes to both internal and external threat actors. So, and also I have investigated key cybersecurity incidents also in the past. So of course I know that's where my exposure came from. So I've been both in consulting and also in practice in the financial sector. So with those years of experience, I did apparently 23 years in banking. Exactly, playing different roles, both in cybersecurity, IT audit, and different roles in risk management. So, so that's quite a number of years though.
Generally, microfinance banks were set up to take care of the underserved financially in the sector.
Yeah.
Can you say that microfinance bank has done well in that way?
Well, I want to say that they've tried their best. Also, we know that we also have environmental and economic issues. That's the reality. The reality is that we've had cases where microfinance banks have come and gone in terms of number of banks that have gone under. That is why risk management is also very important. We talked about the issue of risk management here. on being able to manage the risk. Because we're talking about money. And if you're talking about money, there's a whole lot that goes with it. Where people are giving loans, for instance, and they fail to repay back. That's a big problem. So, and then also, the bank, microfinance is not also operating in isolation. It's also operating within the larger economy. All right. So when things are tough, it also has a way of affecting their business. So by and large, I would say that they have tried, but more needs to be accomplished in terms of reaching to the grassroots and ensuring that they truly fulfill their mandate.
Yeah, we know that they face a lot of regulatory constraints. What aspect do you think the federal government should improve from their own end to support the successes of these microfinance institutions?
Okay, I think regulation and regulatory compliance is so vital because microfinance, by the nature of their business and their capital requirement, they're not like the commercial banks. But I also want to tell you that there are certain risks that they're exposed to, like the bigger banks. For instance, cybersecurity risk. Whether you're a microfinance bank or a large bank, you do face a great risk. So I want to say that, and then they don't have the capacity to make the same level of investment that the bigger banks can actually make to secure their system. So what I want to say is that there should be a solution that helps to support the microfinance bank as it relates to being able to implement solutions that they can key into. Maybe CBN can drive that on cyber protection for the microfinance bank that will make it a little bit less expensive for them. You get what I'm saying? Especially going through the group share services, a shared platform for the microfinance banks, okay? Because the reality is that if they don't do the right thing, they don't make the right investment also, okay, they don't do the right thing, they'll be exposed to major risk issues that can bring down the organization. So where they need support through group share services, a lot can be achieved. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you very much.
All right, cheers. Take care.
It is truly an honor to stand before you today as a guest of honor at the maiden edition of the Microfinance and FinTech Risk and Compliance Summit, hosted by the Association of Risk Management Professionals.
CEO of Steve Consults. I'm a retired banker, but I'm not tired because I'm not doing I'm not into real estate as well as financial risk management consulting. This program was really nice. I thought I knew everything, but today I saw the importance of data analytics. So, learning is, you learn every day. I think I need to go back to my books on data processing and move from there because digital world, given digital world, you need to be on top of what you are doing. So it's a very nice thing. I hope they keep the standard up. Thank you.
So how describe the success of today's program generally?
It's a combination of we did credit risk, we did market risk, we did leveraging technology to do credit, which is very, very good. And it was just beautiful. Everything is there. They manage the time because they did a lot of items that it would have taken 2 days to do, but they managed the time and it was really comprehensive.
Thank you very much to start with. I actually came to as the president and chairman of council of bank, Dr. Kevin Parris, absent from the course. The summit essentially is for risk management professionals in microfinance and fintechs. No doubt these institutions are getting impacted by the base that they serve. That said, you can't afford to take your eye from risk management from regulation compliance. So this summit platform provides a platform to remind participants about the essentials of risk management and compliance in whatever they do. So it's a welcome idea. In the face of the fact that we have to keep learning, starts from pride and